Good morning to all. Dear Executive Director, it's a great pleasure, Minister, distinguished guests, dear friends. It is with great pleasure that I found your invitation for me to be with you today. And for this SESAR 3 Joint Undertakings Annual Conference, a very important conference indeed, because it is a wonderful opportunity for me to meet all of you, the SESAR community, and to share my take on the current and the future challenges facing Europe's air traffic management sector. The European ATM Master Plan 2025 marks the beginning of a new era. And this is an opportunity for the sector to reinvent itself, to embrace innovation once again. In fact, the ATM Master Plan sets you, the SESAR community, a very big challenge to make European skies the most efficient and environmentally friendly in the world. Now, turning this vision into reality is in your hands. And of course, it is not an easy task. But I heard something about SESAR. I heard that the spirit of cooperation, together with a will to deliver, are part of your DNA. Is this right? So, I honestly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that the word unprecedented is overused nowadays. But it's difficult to describe the last few years otherwise. We saw a steep decline in air traffic during COVID-19, followed by a remarkable return on demand, especially for flights to the Mediterranean region. The airspace available has shrunk by almost 20%, not flying over Russia. The pressure to reduce the environmental impact of flying has increased, along with the expectations. And then there have been multiple problems rooted in the fragmented, non-digitalized, non-automated nature of European air traffic management. The fact that the summer of 2024 was the most challenging yet for European airspace has been said many times, not only in this room. Traffic jams in the air are as unpleasant as on the ground. They pollute, they create safety risks, and they are annoying for the passengers. When we have the means to avoid them, we need to seize them. I can imagine that the aviation sector sometimes feels that it is being pulled in all directions. Yes, you see fingers pointed over emissions and other environmental impacts. You are asked to ensure global competitiveness, and our citizens expect affordable connections. It is true. These demands, however, require a response. But they also necessitate support from connected industries. The innovation that we see coming out of the air traffic management sector makes the services more effective and sustainable. But the entire aviation sector also feels the benefits today. The ATM sector already leads the way in using modern technologies and innovative solutions. So I'm really impressed to see in the ATM Master Plan that there are still plenty of ideas on how to step research up another gear to further increase sustainability. Now, the European Commission has put the competitiveness of European industry at the heart of its objectives. Aviation is indeed a European success story. and an area in which European industry is a frontrunner globally. To protect this frontrunner status, it is very, very important to set out an agenda for continuous development, because this is competitiveness. But ATM also has a role to play in meeting global sustainability objectives. The International Civil Aviation Organization knows this very well. It has made operational improvements a key component of its approach to reducing the environmental impacts of aviation. And these impacts extend to noise. There are increasing and legitimate concerns from residents living close to airports. If we can put in place a more efficient system that takes these concerns into account, we will support national legal authorities to find a balance that hopefully will avoid flight restrictions. Flight restrictions, as you very well know, have a negative impact on our connectivity and on our economic development. Dear SESAR community, I will use Mahatma Gandhi's famous words to describe how I feel about the future of air traffic management. The future depends on what you do today. The ATM Master Plan proposes targeted innovations with enormous potential. The new service delivery model, for example, further integration of machine-human cooperation. And let's not forget the 10 SESAR deployment objectives. Each and every innovation could make today a real difference for the future. But none of them will materialize unless the community engages with them. I know that the SESAR 3 joint undertaking has launched a call for proposals for exploratory and individual research, targeting the functionalities needed to bring the ATM Master Plan to life. And I would like to invite all research entities and operation stakeholders to respond to this call and to propose projects today that will become SESAR's solutions of tomorrow. Deployment will be equally important. We don't want to lose technical solutions after the research phase, as it happens too often. Nor do we want solutions to remain just a page in a very big catalog. So I'm delighted to see that deployment has been included within your master plan. And it is a great innovation. It is clear for all to see that following up on the ATM master plan, we have to be a joint effort. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, let me conclude this morning by saying thank you to everyone who has started the ball rolling by putting the master plan together. That means the members of the SESAR 3 joint undertaking, Eurocontrol, EASA, the SESAR deployment manager, and many more besides. I really hope that this spirit of cooperation, for which the SESAR project is so well known, will now carry the plan through to the deployment phase. We urgently need to implement innovative solutions and integrate new service delivery models into a technically upgraded European ATM. I also hope that you leave today's conference feeling motivated and ready to take off. I'm counting on your commitment going forward, and I want to reassure you that you can count on me to support you in turning this vision for European ATM into reality. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.